Hey y'all, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Last time we got our steel production entirely online for this next floor that we're going to be utilizing to make tiers 3 and 4 belt materials. Off camera, I decided I wanted to try to get some stuff set up for the future. So I built this really cool looking sort of bus line for everything coming off of the train. 6 cars worth of stuff going this way, with the seventh one just cutting off here to bring silica into this area because I need silica to make the aluminum for the alclad aluminum sheets later on. Some of this copper is going to end up going to that as well. But I realized that I made a bit of a mistake in the last episode with this. I decided I was just going to bring the copper ore back, but I'm honestly not sure I'm going to do that. Now, redoing everything and getting rid of the copper is going to be a pain in the butt, so I may just have some smelters set up to work on that, but I don't know. The other thing that I did was down over here. I'm just going to go down through here. Whee! I built a new platform. Yep, the new platform for the next train station. Because we're going to have another train that I'm thinking is going to be pretty much exactly the same length as the last one, the one up there, to carry oil, bauxite, caterium, and I'm not sure what else. I want it to carry 4 resources just like the last one, but I may end up needing... I may just do 3 resources and make this like 9 long instead and have 3 cars each. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how many resources I can get over here, because I know I've got enough iron in that building to handle the rest of my production. I know I've got enough coal coming out of here to handle the rest of my production. But what I need is oil, bauxite, and caterium for here. So I don't know, maybe 6 long, maybe 9 long. We will see, because no, stupid menu. This thing, developers, if you're watching, please make this go away by default. If I want it, I will bring it up. Thank you. Anyway, wow, that scanner. I swear the scanner just like it keeps scanning more and more because I didn't have this whole corner just done, and this has been scanning more and more over here. I don't get it, but whatever. It's cool. I get to see more and more of the map. Anyway, so up here we know we've got our 4 pure oil nodes, 2 of which are being used to feed the 40 generators that are right there. And then I have a bauxite node up here that's feeding down into here as well. Well, I want to grab one more pure bauxite node. And you know where I'm going to get it? Right here. There's a pure bauxite node right there. So I'll be able to just grab that, this, bring them down here, have each of these feeding 1 car, each of those feeding 1 car, and we will have more than enough. And then there's like a caterium vein, I think, right here, as well as the one we're already exploiting right here that's on the way. So I could just have another... I could either bring this one up that way or have it stop off and pick up this one. I don't know. Or I could have it stop off and grab both. We'll see. But I don't know. We've got to make some stations along this route to gather up that caterium to bring over to here. Because if I set it all up just to bring over the bauxite and the oil right now, then I gotta redo everything for the caterium, so I need to plan ahead. So, first things first, stupid autosave, what we're gonna do is we're gonna disassemble this old train station that we had bringing in the quartz and silica and copper for our old manufacturing over here. So main processing 2 is now gone, and I didn't realize that my inventory was full. Alright, that train station's gone. Now we need to go out and start modifying the train station at the end of our oil line to handle 4 cars of stuff. I think the actual train station over there is going to be... I want to make it 8 long just to make it match. It's going to bother me if it's shorter. So what I may end up doing is bringing in oil in 3 cars, bauxite in 3 cars, and caterium in 2. Or, no, I'll make it 9 long. Yeah, I'll make it 9 long, and I'll have 3 cars, 3 cars, and 3 cars. It'll be plenty. Yeah. Let's build a train here, little locomotive, and head on out there. And here we are. Love how it stops at the end of the track instead of going off of it. The G-forces on the driver have got to be insane. But anyway, so here we are. Now we need to go ahead and modify this whole thing. This is going to be interesting, because I'm going to have a bauxite node from up there doing pretty much exactly what this is doing. And bring it down the cliff using elevators, or lifts as they're called. Bring it over here and shove it into a box. And then I've got to... I don't know what I'm going to do with these, because these are both producing 600. And so, I guess what I could do is I could just split them, maybe? I don't know, this is going to be the interesting part, balancing out the oil coming in here. Although, I think I can use 600 per minute to run all of those off of one of these, like maybe that node over there that's making fuel. And then I can repurpose this to bring a third line in. And it can carry 600 per minute. And judging by the speed of the other train, 600 per minute per car is good. So I think that might be what I'll do. Or I'll just go ahead and disassemble this whole thing, because I don't really need it. Because I've got my nuclear power plant running around. And, I mean, yeah. I got way more power than I need right now. So we'll see how one of how that one does running everything. I'll just bump it up, build a couple more refineries, and yeah, make it work at the full capacity that it can. And then we'll see what happens. So let me do that real quick. I don't need to have that on camera. And I will be back once I have all of these set up.
1 hour later.
Alright. So I built 10 refineries over there. No power shards, running off of one extractor pump. Yeah, that's the word. Oil pump. And that's been maxed out with power shards. So it's running all of those, and all of that's going into those. And again, because I don't have that much power consumption right now, it's not a big deal. And I repurposed that third one to run another line over here, stacked it in a very interesting way, and then brought them over here to be stored. And then those go into those 3 platforms. And it looks all crazy, but then it gets organized. I really kind of like that look. And then over here, I had to do some really crazy stuff. Because I'm only going to have 2 Mark III miners bringing everything in that I need. And that doesn't look like that's not at full capacity. I need to fix that. So I'm going to go up there, I'm going to fix that miner to be producing 780. And that'll come on down here. That'll be split in a 2/3 splitter. 2/3 of it will go this way into that container. 1/3 of it will come over here and be stored there. Then I'll do the exact same thing with the other one. I'll bring it down the side, cascade it over, bring it over here, and have it get split into 2/3 with 1/3 going this way, making this a 2/3, and 2/3 going that way, making that a 2/3. So each of those will have 2/3 of 780. I don't want to do the math right now. Someone else can. So they'll all be nice and balanced going into these 3 freight platforms evenly. And then I'll have the train come by and pick up 6 cars worth of stuff here, and there will be 3 cars sticking off the end for all of the caterium. And I'm going to have to do the exact same thing I did here for the caterium, because there's going to be 2 pure nodes feeding into one station in the middle. This is going to be interesting. But anyway, so this part of the project is done. I need to hook up that aluminum up there, bring it on down, fix it up into here, set up the new train and everything, and then we can go build the caterium station somewhere. I'm thinking probably right in here, or maybe along here. I don't know. This is going to be a really long belt, taking the caterium this way to bring over here. And then, in fact, where the heck are those caterium nodes? I'm not even sure. Aha. So there's one there, and then there's one there. So I gotta build it somewhere in the middle, probably right in here. So in the future I can have access to all of the materials that we discovered on this little section. All of that pure iron and copper that's right there. Probably not gonna need it, but we'll see. So, let me get to work on this, and I will get back with you guys when I am done hooking up this aluminum, and we can run off and build that other train station. So, I'll be back. Here it is, the pure bauxite node. It's not quite as high as the other one, but it's right here. So I'm going to run a line, which I've already started to do, but I need to turn it. I need to bring it up like right here. Maybe closer to that. I don't know. But I need to move that line because it's too far that way. I thought I would bring it up over there. Actually, I still might. I don't know. But I need to first build the miner and point it in that direction because at that point it doesn't matter which way I take the line. Now I'm going to run power. I think I know how I'm going to do that. But actually I need to move this over here. Then we're going to take these power lines. We're going to hook them up to... Why couldn't I move? We're going to hook them up to those that are powering the other bauxite miner. And then that'll start to work. And then I can start to cart the stuff off to the train station. And the bauxite is flowing from a new place. I had to do exactly what I did over there and build a huge conveyor lift to get it down there. But it made it. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to way overshoot this. There we go. Let's get on top of the train station itself. What I did over here is I built a seventh? Yeah, a seventh car, or station here. Train, freight platform. That's the word. Yeah, freight platform. Built a seventh freight platform. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry Caterium from the pure Caterium node that is over there, as soon as we can find it. There it is, 500 meters that way. And we're going to carry it this way, and it's going to get stored in there and then plopped right in there. So we're going to have one car on this train bringing back Caterium. The other node I'm just going to pipe directly there, because it's close enough. And it's not exactly that close, but it's like maybe 800 meters or something like that. It's really not that far. Half a kilometer? Or, no, half a mile at that point. That's what I meant to say. So it's not that bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to base, grab what I need to make a Mark III miner, and I'm going to build a Mark III miner on top of that Caterium node, and then start piping it over here, and then we can work on the drop-off station at the main base, and start our aluminum production. I still haven't finished making the Mark III and IV belts, but I want to get this done to get it over there, so that we've got all that taken care of. And trust me, pre-planning helps out a lot. Did I just say pre-planning? Oh my god. You plan before you do something, so you're already doing it pre-whatever you're doing. I hate that prefix. The prefix pre, like George Carlin said it the best.
That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only two states an oven can possibly exist in: heated or unheated. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards?
May he rest in peace. Anyway, so let's get this taken care of. I gotta wait for the train to get back. And I'll see you guys when I'm done with the Caterium. And here comes the Caterium. That's a lot of ore. Holy crap. It's just racing into there. I love it. Alright. Now I need to fix the train, which just left the station. Oh well. This one's only going to be 7 long instead of 8, like the other one is. But that's okay. 7 and 8, it works. The good news about this train that it doesn't have any crazy hills it has to climb. So I don't need to worry about the empty platforms and stuff. I can just have this be one locomotive. Oh crap. Crazy autosaves, I swear. I can just have this be one locomotive on either side, and it'll work. That's awesome. Put this locomotive over here. And what's it doing now? I don't know what it's doing. Anyway. It should be headed toward the next stop. Oh, well, that's because I'm driving it. There it goes. Well, what we need to do is we need to fix the stops at the other end. Fix the train station. In fact, get rid of that train station and reroute this train to make it to where we need it to go. I'm just going to ride it for a bit, let it do its thing, and then I'm going to hop in and I'm going to stop it before I get to the point where I want it to turn off. So the new track is built. Goes right down here to the station area. And we run into the end of the track. Wait a minute. What are you doing? No, you just go away. We're not going to deal with that right now. Okay. So now that we are back, it's time to build out the train station down here so that we can have our 7 cars unloaded as soon as it gets back. This is only going to have 2 stops. So this should work faster than that one because that has an extra stop in the middle. Let's hope it does. I don't need the extra empty platform that this has because it's only got 1 locomotive on either side. It can definitely handle all the hills I throw at it. That one, not so much. But I think at that point we're going to have the station be lined up right here. So I need to figure out exactly how that's going to work. Let's grab the station. Oh, okay. I figured it out. It's 1 over from the edge. Right there. And now, where does it line up with this? Right there. So, boom. Train station. Done. And now, before I move on, I want to name it. And because I've got... What is it? I've got oil, aluminum, and essentially gold going into there. Let's see. What can we do with those elements? Oil is made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Gold is AU, and aluminum is AL. What sort of word can I make out of that? I'm just going to call this one the way it is. If you guys can come up with a better name for this one, that'd be awesome. Just leave a note in the comments and I will check it out. And if I like it, I will change the name of this station. But for right now, I'm just going to call it the Cat Box Oil Drop-Off. Cat Box. I like it. Cat Box Oil Drop-Off. Cat box oil. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, we're keeping that one. Unless, again, you guys can come up with a better name, and then I might change it, but I like the cat box oil. That's just funny. Now I need 7 freight platforms. Encroaching others' clearance. Oh, the stupid walls that I have in there as aesthetics for supports. There we go. Fixed it. 1, 2, 3, and I'm out of concrete. Thankfully, my concrete storage is just right up there. And I'm just barely out of wire. What? Give me a few more pieces of wire. And 7. There we go. 7 platforms. And I need to set all these to unloading. Yes. Unload all of the stuff. Now we change the name of this train to match. This is going to be the Cat Box Oil. Yeah, Cat Box Oil Express. Why not? And then we add in Cat Box Oil Drop Off. Change it. And now it should be on its way. Sweet. So we're going to start getting in our Caterium, Bauxite, and Oil. Oil is going to be all the way on the back 3, Bauxite in the middle, or the next 3, and then Caterium at the very end, up there. And the train makes it up that hill just fine. Awesome. Now I have an 8-car long train, a 7-car long train, and a 3-car long train. But the 3-car long train is for the nuclear plant, and it doesn't need to be any longer. Now what I need to do is I need to go and grab something from up here. I gotta grab car, and there's something else. There's a box that I forgot to grab that has a couple of power shards in it. I'm gonna head up there and grab that, and I will be back. Alright, well, we've got full loads of all these resources coming in now. We have a ton of just basically cash. Tons of materials to do what we need to do. Now, the last thing I need to do for this episode is, well, if the autosaves will stop, geez. The last thing I need to do for this episode is hook up the bauxite coming out of here into here. There's a hole in the wall right there for it. I gotta build a lift from here to bring it up. And it's gonna go in between these. Whoa! It's gonna come up right in here. That's gonna be interesting to do. But it's the only place I can do it that won't like clip through. So I gotta bring it up through here and into there. And then we're gonna set up our aluminum our aluminum ingots. And then I'll bring one of the copper lines in and we'll make our... Well, actually, that will happen next episode. Next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have all this steel come up here. And we're going to make steel beams. We're going to grab some concrete from below. We're going to bring that up. It's going to make the encased industrial beams. Then we're going to have another row over here, and that's going to be making the alclad aluminum sheets. But I need to set up our... Jeez, there's tons of visual glitches going on here. You seeing this? All my little platforms are just loading in slowly. It's crazy. Oh well, maybe I've been playing too long. Alright, well, I need to set up just that one for right now, because I really want to get this project done. Bauxite's up here now. Just gotta build all 13 of the foundries for the aluminum, and we'll get this working. So, there's a problem here. Checking these numbers, this takes 105 bauxite per minute. I'm bringing in, like, a good 1,500 per minute? But, that's not enough. Like, this is 1,300, 1,400 bauxite per minute. Just right here. Ugh. I was planning on using some of that bauxite for a different project. Like turbo motors. So, I need to tone this down a bit. Probably cut this in half. I'll probably just have 6 of these going. Yeah, that'll work. 6 of these making aluminum and then turn it all into sheets. It should be fine. So let's just take out 7 of them. 4 from one side, 3 from the other. Makes me sad to see this go. So, 6 foundries making aluminum. That's going to be 630 bauxite per minute being used. You know what? Actually, I could do one more. I could do 7. Yeah, let's do 7 of them. Alright, so 7 of them. That's 740 out of 780. I like it. I like it a lot. That'll work. Let's get them all hooked up and fix up the aesthetics of this place so that they can start making the aluminum. The aluminum foundries are running. Making aluminum like crazy. Like I'm making 210 aluminum ingots per minute. Which is going to be nice when it comes to making the alclad aluminum sheets. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to have to call this episode here, because once again, it has taken me a long time to finish this. So, part 3, got another train set up to bring in all the other materials that I was going to need, which is awesome. Now I've just got to work on getting the rest of the materials that I need to make my regular production finished. Then we can start on the more complicated stuff. So, if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and y'all come back now